What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So we had a crazy day in the market today, and I decided to pick up some SPACs because we saw them sell off quite a bit. And that's just due to the uncertainty, with the election and all the craziness going on at the Capitol. So I decided to buy the dip on these because I do think now that most of the uncertainty is over with the election, people could potentially start flowing back into small cap companies and SPACs. And I picked out some ones that should do well under a Biden presidency and that I thought were at a decent price. So SPACs have been selling off and on a downtrend for a little bit now. I just believe it's because of the uncertainty towards the end of the year and the, election. And we saw this during the presidential election. Around the October time, we saw a lot of SPACs just really die off. And that could be the case right now, even though these SPACs really aren't doing that bad compared to then. I don't think we're going to see SPACs completely die off like we did because I believe they're just a lot more accepted now and people actually understand them and have seen great companies come from SPACs. So I decided to pick some different SPACs and buy them on the dip, and let's get into them. So a SPAC that I think will do very well now that Democrats do hold a lot of power to pass things would be ticker symbol SSPK. This is blank maps or MJMaps. And they are the leading online listing marketplace for cannabis consumers and businesses. Their WM business has the most comprehensive SaaS subscription offering sold to cannabis retailers and brands. The company solely provides software and other technology solutions and is non-plant touching. WMH has grown revenue at a compound annual growth rate of 40% over the last 5 years, which is very impressive. And they're on track to deliver $160 million in revenue and $35 million in EBITDA for 2020. So the cannabis market in the US is expected to double over the next 5 years as a majority of US adults support having legal access to cannabis. I personally feel that MJ is becoming more and more accepted and common, not to mention the party that will hold a lot of power when it comes to passing bills is all for this as well. So I do think this is a great SPAC with a good business, tons of future growth potential. And as more and more states legalize it, they'll be able to expand their business to those newly legalized states, acting as a big catalyst. So their business is much more than just the app. They are leading the marketplace with SaaS solutions, providing software solutions for their clients, featured listings, e-commerce, MJ delivery, and POS systems. And I honestly just feel like this isn't going to stop till MJ is legalized everywhere. And I do view that as a catalyst going forward and a lot of growth potential for the whole sector as well as MJMaps. So their growth projections look great, their financials look great, and I think this is a solid swing play. Now, I got in at 1440 this morning, and I even waited a little bit. I saw it at 14 this morning, but it did touch $17 today, and then it sold off along with the rest of the market, currently sitting around $16.20 now. So if it were to come back down, maybe you could consider getting in, or if you like it right now and you're going to be patient for a longer swing, I think this is a solid play, especially with the hype around MJ stocks right now. This is ticker symbol NGA, which is Lion Electric, and it says here the stock rallied upon the Amazon deal confirmation. Now, the reason this is so big for Lion Electric is because, first of all, it's a deal with Amazon and their name brings a lot of attention. So that's very positive right there. It also says here, the SEC filing includes an option for Amazon to purchase common shares or warrants of the stock, and it would require Amazon to spend at least $1.1 billion annually, and they could own 20% of Lion Electric in the future with its ownership options. Lion Electric said it had 300 purchase orders for up to 6,000 vehicles at the time of its SPAC merger announcement. The company sees 2021 revenue hitting $204 million from 650 units sold, and in 2023 revenue hitting $1.67 billion from 7,580 units sold. So those are pretty big growth projections there. It's looking very positive for Lion Electric. And I also wanted to mention that their CEO was supposed to be on Mad Money tonight, with Jim Cramer. But with everything going on in the news, it looks like they're not going to do a show tonight. So it still gives us more time to potentially get into this. And then when they do go on the Mad Money show, hopefully Cramer gives us that extra boost up. And maybe we see NGA shoot up to, where a rival's sitting at. So it's something to definitely consider. Next up is another EV SPAC, ticker symbol GIK, and this is Lightning eMotors. Now, a pretty positive article here. It says that ABC Companies receives order for 200 zero-emission vehicles from them. So this is a $45 million order total from Lightning eMotors, and it's a mix of their vehicles and also their powertrain systems developed by Lightning eMotors to be upfit by ABC Companies into customers' previously operated vehicles. The first motor coach delivered has met its high expectations that the customers have, said Roman Cornell, President and Chief Commercial Officer of ABC Companies. It has excellent power, over 200 miles of range on a charge, and Lightning's energy division can support installation of fast charging systems that meet our customers' stringent requirements. This agreement demonstrates our commitment to work together with Lightning eMotors and sets our order plans for the next 24 months. So that's positive. They have orders for the next 24 months. And GIK, this SPAC, has kind of lagged behind the rest of the EV SPACs, just a bit ignored. So I do see some more upside potential here. I've swing traded the warrants a few times. This one on December 17th, I mean, it was at 1085 and now it's sitting at 14. So it did have, a pretty good week. Just January 4th, it was at 12. Now it's sitting at 14. I do see more upside potential here, especially with, let's see if the EV keeps pumping the way it is and if people start noticing this one more. So it's definitely one to keep on watch. So the sectors that are going to do well, in my opinion, under a Biden presidency, I believe you guys already know, would be EV, clean energy, cannabis, biotech, healthcare, and infrastructure related. And as far as EV, there's a lot of SPACs that are EV related and charging station related. And I personally believe a lot of them are oversold right now just due to people getting out of speculative plays around this volatile time. And now I could see people pouring back into them and getting back in once the uncertainty settles and we have clearer waters ahead. I also think, if we do get a bigger stimulus, these stocks will rally and there's more upside potential here. So I really do like these. Some other ones we could also mention would be SBE ChargePoint, CIIC Arrival. But I was just talking about the ones that did have recent articles and that actually haven't pumped up too much. But those are honorable mentions as well. So upon the sell-off, I did add to my APXT position. I really like that one under $15. BFT also is pay safe, and I like that one under $15 as well. There's a lot of SPACs near NAV now that I need to look into. A lot of them don't have targets though, so I'm a little iffy on that. You could always park money there and wait for it to shoot up. I really want to get into the Chamath SPACs that don't have targets yet. So that's IPO D, E, and F, I believe. And each of them have different valuations. I need to look more into that. But if those continue to fall, I will likely get into them. I believe they're sitting around $11 to $13 is the range for all three of them. So those are ones definitely on watch. But let me know if you bought any stocks today. Did you buy the dip? What SPACs are you interested in? And that's pretty much it, guys. Please like and subscribe. Get your free stocks in the description with Webull, and have a good one.